providers for ESX 4.0 and 4.1 should be largely source compatible. They will not be binary compatible. And the reason that is there are some subtle differences here. But if you invest the developer time right now in making SIM providers for 4.0 and 4.1, that will largely translate, or should largely translate to your efforts for the next major release of vSphere. So I've talked about SIM and SIM providers. Next I'm going to talk about some more new technology, specifically our ESX CLI framework that we're going to be shipping with our next major version here. The goal for this host extensibility model is to provide a simple and pluggable mechanism to interact with hosts. It's noticeably simpler than SIM. So the way this works is that you would write a plugin, and then your associated commands are automatically available and visible to users who invoke ESX CLI. This provides transparent management of a remote host via a CLI. And when I say transparent management, I mean of a remote host, I mean that we have an ESX CLI client that operates and functions exactly as it does if you log into the ESXi shell. There's no difference in the set of commands. The operations and behavior of it is the same. And so that's nice if you're doing troubleshooting, but it's also nice if you need to control lots of hosts remotely. There's comparatively less engineering costs here if you're trying to either implement new functionality or port existing functionality to an ESX CLI plugin versus porting over to SIM. If you don't have a SIM provider now, you have to become familiar with SIM. You have to understand the APIs and profiles and so on. It's very powerful, but it's obviously maybe doesn't map very well to what you have today. Versus ESX CLI is a little more straightforward. And again, this is a new feature coming in the next major release of vSphere. How does this work? As developers, what happens is you provide two pieces. You provide an XML spec